Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rolls with Kevin Belzer. I'm joined by Melissa Belzer as we road trip from the fine state of Iowa. Why is it a fine state? Because I was born there. To Arizona. Why is Arizona a phenomenal state? Because that's where we live.
And we don't have to shovel.
You don't have to shovel sunshine. Today is day 2 of the travels home as we left Castle Rock, Colorado. And we've been through Colorado, almost done with New Mexico. We were within just a few miles of leaving New Mexico, and we will be in Arizona. Yay!
Excited for that.
Yep. And to pass the time on Road Trip Editions, we like to play car games. So I asked AI to give me different topics of what kind of car games there are, and I gave it a bunch of different subcategories for it. So Melissa's going to read some of these off from the different categories, and we're going to see if we like them, if we played them when we were younger, we think they're just stupid, and we're never ever going to play them because they're dumb. Yeah.
Okay, the first one is Silly Accents Game. I don't think that would be a very long game.
What topic was this under, though?
Funny car games.
Funny car. Oh, this is under funny car games.
Yeah, oh, I thought that's what you said. I thought that's what you were
That's the one you can pick one. Okay,
Silly Accents Game. I don't think that would last very long.
No, I think it would burn out pretty quickly. I mean, I guess if you want to incorporate into a bunch of car games, that'd be fine. But if that's the only car game you play for the several-hour trip from Iowa to Wisconsin, Dells or whatever. Yeah.
It could just be to the restaurant, going out to eat. It doesn't have to be a road trip. Like,
I'm just saying that if it's a road trip, then like what we're doing, that would not last very long. Because my exes, after, I don't know, just a few minutes, would get kind of late and boring.
Okay. So
I'm going to say no on that one. Unless you're somebody that's really, really good at it, then hey, maybe you'll do it. But you better have some funny stuff to go along with it. Like, it'd almost be funny if you're doing Silly Accent Game, but it was Silly Accent Game along with you doing, talking about stuff that accent that you're doing that people don't do.
Maybe. I think
that could be funnier.
Yeah. Or you would have to, like, use the words, some of the terms that someone in that accent, so you'd have to know, like, the home slang and stuff like that to really incorporate it, and you'd be like, all right, for the next 30 minutes we all have to talk in a whatever accent. You could do that. You could have a conversation. I don't know. Maybe.
Okay, next.
Make up funny backstories for people in other cars. That could be entertaining.
That could be entertaining.
That, I think, has a little bit more merit.
And that would be more challenging. It'd be great if you're with kids.
Yeah, because they have way cool imaginations about funny things.
Yeah, like where people are going and everything. So yeah, that could be a fun game. I can see that working. What's the next one? Invent
hilarious headlines for newspapers.
Hilarious headlines for newspaper. Again, that'd make people think.
I think some of those seem like... I don't know. That could have some entertainment value. Whatever this game is, play fortunately/unfortunately.
Oh, so this would be like, okay. So what you're doing is you're saying something, and then you're following it up with saying something else that is the other thing. So we can start with unfortunately or fortunately. You can start with either or, but and it's going to end up being funny. Whatever it is, it has to end up funny. Okay. So that would be that game.
It'd be like, fortunately, I'm comfy in the car without my shoes on. Unfortunately, I forgot them at home. Or something like that. You know, just like...
Or, fortunately, I'm comfortable with my shoes off in the car. Unfortunately, no one else is because they stink really
so bad.
So, yeah, it'd be like that.
Yeah.
So that could be fun.
I don't know about... the next one, guess the punchline.
Guess the punchline. Okay, so that would be... You'd have to be telling some kind of joke, and they have to just guess what the punchline is.
But that's just joke telling them.
I think so. That's what I would think, anyway.
Create the plot of a cheesy romantic movie. We've actually done that in the living room.
Yeah, we have done that in the living room. We've played that at home.
Yeah, we've played that.
So this would be
totally.
Road Edition.
Who Am I game with ridiculous characters.
If you incorporated that with like 20 questions, that would make the most sense.
That's kind of, I think, how you probably play that. It's probably like a Guess Who.
Yeah, it's got to be like a 20
Ask questions like a Guess
sounds
Who.
to me that sounds like a 20 questions type thing.
Yeah.
Check.
Yep. Oh, describe your day as a soap opera. That could be entertaining. I think soap operas are ridiculous.
Well, and we've done that before, but we've
We
also
have.
done it in a Hallmark way, which is kind of like soapy anyway. But we've done that at home. So yeah, that one could work.
Okay. Make up a funny biography for a random object in the car.
Oh, okay. So you're going to give something in the car a backstory.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that could work. I'm down with that.
Down with that. Invent new slang words and definitions.
We've tried that before. That's
harder.
actually way harder than people
It's
think.
very hard.
It is very hard.
That one's a slow go. Everybody get bored and stop playing it.
Yeah.
Okay, this could be fun. Create exaggerated travel reports, like you're reporting for a travel show. That could be entertaining. What if?
Okay, what number are you on?
13. But I've got one that I'm backtracking at the end, and I'll tell you why.
Okay, so the next one's what if?
Yeah.
We actually have been playing that game.
Scenarios. With
Well,
scenario
actually,
prompts.
I don't think we've played that one yet, but we do have it in here.
We have played some.
We played what if?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of it.
All right, we've done so many podcasts that we're driving that they're all kind of jumbled. Did we play that? Did we not play that?
We have played that. Some
Okay.
of it.
What if is a good game? That's a great card game. I like that one.
And then second to last, funniest animal impersonations contest.
What is it?
Funniest animal impersonations contest.
Okay, well the little kids would like that.
Yeah. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay.
And then this one, play the compliment game. Give ridiculous compliments.
And we have played that game.
No, we have that game to show.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, we do have that game.
So that one.
Yeah, no, I guess that is one that we have not played
No.
yet. But these are funny.
Yeah.
Compliments, but ridiculous compliments.
You have the coordination of a caffeinated squirrel in a room full of shiny objects.
You have the coordination of a caffeinated squirrel in a room full of
shiny objects.
shiny objects. Yep.
Means you're very distracted and wild.
Yeah.
I would think.
I like these because they're very descriptive.
Yeah. If awesomeness were a sport, you'd be the undisputed world champion.
Aw. See, that's a really good one.
That is a good one. That's like a huge compliment. Means you're a gold medal. All right. Your laugh should be bottled and sold as a miracle cure for boredom. That means you're super funny.
That's a good one.
Yeah. You have the kind of charisma that could probably convince a rock to start a dance party.
Wouldn't you like that? I bet somebody would say that to you.
Me?
Yeah, what was that? It sounded like it was a good one again.
You have the kind of charisma that could probably convince a rock to start a dance party.
Yeah, that's a great one.
It's pretty
You
cool.
could do that one.
Yeah, I think you're
I think
probably
so.
right.
I could see somebody giving you that
I
compliment.
could see that. I guess, yeah.
You have the kind of charisma that could convince
It's
a rock to start a dance party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that one. I want to give that one to someone.
Yeah. If brains were gas, you'd be a space shuttle.
If brains were gas, you'd be a space shuttle. So you're telling somebody they're really smart.
They're really like, yeah. Your fashion sense is so on point, even your socks have their own fan club. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You could probably teach a class on how to be effortlessly cool while doing the Macarena.
You could probably teach a class.
On how to be effortlessly cool while doing the Macarena.
Do you remember when we went to conferences and the whole room was doing the Macarena?
Oh, it's cool.
It actually was cool.
It's a great wedding thing too.
Well, it was fun.
Reception.
Yeah, that one. It's
fun.
funny how some have stuck around. Like that one, I think it's the only hit the person ever had.
That might be.
So that one, the chicken dance,
Electric slide. Those
Electric
are all
slide.
like these good party things.
well, they're great for weddings. Gosh, what are some other dances that are? I'm trying to think of some other ones. We always did the Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah. No, if that's a specific dance, just the move.
Yeah, we did the move.
These things we're talking about though are like routine dances.
Some people are really good dancers.
Yeah.
Where they can really whip out that fire hose, and it's like on point.
You have a smile bright enough to light up the entire internet.
Wow.
This next one.
Wait, you gotta let these like. You don't like that
You
one?
have a smile bright enough to light up the entire internet.
That's a great one.
That is a great one.
Okay. Just making sure we're all on board. That was a solid one.
It is.
Okay.
If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
If you were a vegetable, you would be a cucumber. Oh my god.
Cucumber.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
I like that
You'd
one.
be a cucumber.
Let's say that one again.
If you were a vegetable, you'd be a cucumber.
See, that is so
That's
sweet.
endearing.
That is endearing. That like
I like that one.
that is great.
I'm gonna. I really.
You need
like
to memorize
this
some of these.
This next one. This is a good one.
Okay.
Your high fives are so perfect. They should be in a high five hall of fame.
Your high five should be in a Hall of Fame. Do you know that when we go to church, people expect the high fives from you?
Did they say that?
No, but you can look at them and like
Oh.
their eyes light up when they see you, and that their hands already start to
Aw.
like. You need to watch them. Their hands are already starting to go up before you come. It's like the little kid excitement when they know you're coming, and they're like, I gotta get that hand up, so I'm ready for Melissa's high five.
That's so funny.
Yep.
I keep trying to see how many I can high five in one time before I go sit down.
Yep,
I think I'm up to 9.
We'll end it on that one because that's just such a great one.
There's only 5 more.
That's fine. We'll end it there.
That's fine.
Because we're also pulling into a rest stop here.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So it's a perfect time to take a break.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. Plus, we have pages and pages of stuff.
We've gone through a lot.
We have, but I like to over-prepare for car trips.
No,
I think I
that's
did a good job how many I
You did.
prepared for.
You did. You did a good job.
I did a good job. I got a pat on the head. I can handle that.
Yep.
Where's the say I'm going?
I don't
Rest
know.
area. Doot doot. That's what it says. It says doot doot. All right. So we're going to leave it here as I try to figure out how to get into this rest area.
Yeah.
So if you liked the show, like, share, comment, leave feedback, review, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And don't forget to get your swag at dadsruleswag.com so you don't wander around without a shirt on, because that'll be kind of awkward.
Totally.
Unless you're just kind of into that thing.
Maybe.
Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.